your boy Young Burnt Toast, aka Young Burger Patty. Nobody wants beef. What it diggity dang do? Now listen, man. Yesterday there was a 24-hour live stream in which Galarian Ponyta was revealed. Okay, Pokemon attempted to recreate when researchers want to observe an environment or an ecosystem without human disturbance, I guess you could say. I don't really, a Pokemon or a person might not come out if they see a human standing there in the middle of the forest that they're trying to observe or something. I don't know. So they made it seem as if Sonia set up a camera in a forest and we observed it. And there was a 24-hour live stream of us observing the forest from the camera she set up in the forest. Pokemon's not real, so to me it was kind of weird that they were doing this because everything they were showing us, somebody had to actually animate it and put it in there. But it was a unique way to reveal a Pokemon, so I'm not mad at it whatsoever. I thought it was pretty cool in the end because people did get excited every time they saw a Pokemon or every time they saw something that could be something new that we haven't seen before. That was pretty hype. Also, the ambient noise and the little music they had playing was amazing. I had that shit on in the background. I was doing work. It was just very pleasant to listen to. Anyways, they showed Galarian Ponyta, but the real reason we're here is that a leak actually specified that Galarian Ponyta was a Pokemon, got the typing right, got everything right about it so far that we've seen. So, as usual, a leak has become credible because of this, and we must look at it to consider the possibility of what it says being true. That's the only reason we're here. That's the only reason I'm here. Whenever there's a leak out and somebody reveals something and that leak specifically has that on it, we have to take a look. Now, as usual, take this with a grain of salt. Nobody actually knows if this information is true or not, but we should at least take a look at it, okay? So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a gander at everything that is on this leak, starting with the date it was posted. Now, this leak was posted on September 23rd, 2019. Galarian Ponyta was revealed on October 4th, 2019. So that alone is all we really need to see, because if you guys look at the Galarian form section, it says Ponyta line becomes pure fairy, and that's all we need to see. Okay, that's really all we need to see. I'm pretty sure Sirfetch'd was revealed like September 14th or 18th or something like that, before this leak was discovered. So there's a line about Sirfetch'd in this leak, but that we can disregard that because it was already out when this leak was posted. Okay. Anyways, first thing the leak says: 97 new Pokemon. 7 of those are legendaries or mythicals. I like that. That's a good number of legendaries. Makes things more exciting. Hopefully they don't actually talk about all of them in the game, because I actually like it when there's Pokemon that you don't hear about. Obviously we know about the cover legendaries, but there might be like another legendary that is just chilling somewhere that we walk up in his cave and bother him and catch him, and he's just, yeah. Anyways, it also says there are over 500 older Pokemon in the Galar Dex. So what that means is, excluding the 97 new Pokemon, there's over 500 of the older Pokemon from other generations. So that means like a good 300 of them are missing if this is true. Little Timmy about to be mad as hell. Only Kanto, Johto, and Sinnoh starters are back. That's very weird if that's true. Why specifically Kanto, Johto, and Sinnoh? Little Timmy's not going to be happy when his Swampert's not there. You know what I'm saying? Medium Tim is not going to be happy when his fucking Chestnut is missing, okay? It's just crazy because, his other friend, Little Billy, is going to have his Infernape, but Little Timmy's not going to be able to play with his Swampert. Like, that's kind of messed up. The next section goes on to talk about some legendary Pokemon that are coming back. Johto main 2, I'm assuming that means Ho-Oh and Lugia. Hoenn Weather Trio, Unova main 3, Alola main 3. I don't care about any of that, okay? What I do care about is this next section, Galarian forms. Now, the first line talks about Sirfetch'd, but Sirfetch'd was actually revealed before this leak was posted, like I said, so we can disregard that. It's the second line that I'm actually very, very interested in. When Sirfetch'd was revealed to be exclusive to Pokemon Sword, a lot of us said, okay, so what's the counterpart then? If there's a Pokemon exclusive to Pokemon Sword, there has to be a Pokemon exclusive to Pokemon Shield. That's the only way to make both games equal value, okay? And then you can pick which one you want based on what is exclusive to which one and which, and you know what I'm saying. Anyways, this is the counterpart to Sirfetch'd if this is true. I'm not saying it is, of course. I'm saying if this is true, this is obviously the counterpart that they were talking about. Chatot becomes a ghost flying. Chatot, bitch? Who gives a fuck about Chatot? I sure don't. Anyways, Chatot becomes ghost flying and is exclusive to Shield, evolves into a bigger parrot, Chatot. Okay, I get it. Now, obviously, you can't really imagine what this Pokemon really looks like. I'm assuming it's gonna look sick as fuck. It has to look just as good as Sirfetch'd. Otherwise, everybody's gonna buy Pokemon Sword. And that's just the facts, bro. That's just the facts. Why the fuck do I care about Chatot? I don't. So Chatot has to look sick. It's just the facts. Right? It's just the facts, and that's all I'm here to deliver. Now the next line talks about Luxio. Now why does it say Luxio line? You don't describe the line by the middle Pokemon. The middle Pokemon actually matters the least every time. You would call it the Shinx line or the Luxray line, not the Luxio line. Like, bruh. Anyways, maybe it evolves into a ground and dark Luxio. Maybe a regular Shinx evolves into a dark ground Luxio or something. But anyways, it says that it becomes dark and ground. People wanted Luxray to be dark and electric for the longest time, but they gave that to Morpeko. So I'm actually happy that it's getting some kind of love if this is true. Okay. Now, the next line talks about the Ponyta. This is the reason we're even looking at this leak in the first place. The Ponyta line becomes pure fairy, and Rapidash evolves into... Wait, what? Wait. Are you trying to tell me that Rapidash evolves? No. There's got to be a typo. They got to be telling me that when Ponyta evolves, it turns into an Alicorn, and that Alicorn is Rapidash. Because that'd be crazy. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. The Ponyta line becomes pure fairy, and when it evolves into Rapidash, it becomes an Alicorn. An Alicorn is similar to a Pegasus, pretty much. The Ponyta is clearly some type of unicorn. It's a horse with fluffy rainbow fur, or you know, tails and manes and shit. It has a horn on its head. It's clearly some type of My Little Pony unicorn type deal. And when it evolves into Rapidash, it turns into an Alicorn, which is pretty much a unicorn with wings. So that's cool as fuck. That's super cool. It's very interesting. And we do know that Pokemon's about to be a fairy type. I'm not quite sure if Pokemon officially said this, but every Pokemon in that forest pretty much was a fairy type. Impidimp, Swirlix, well, Phantom is a fairy type, but either way, a lot of the Pokemon in that forest were fairy types. So it's very believable that the Ponyta line is now pure fairy and that Rapidash is an Alicorn. That's sick. That's so sick. I really want to see Rapidash now. The Ponyta is very cute, but I feel like Rapidash is about to be cute and badass. And probably a good Pokemon on top of that, hopefully. Now this is where it gets interesting. The Pawniard line becomes Psychic Fighting, bro? What? Is there a Psychic Fighting type Pokemon right now? I can't think of one off the top of my head. I cannot. Oh, Gallade. I'm stupid. Okay, I'm not that excited anymore. Girafarig becomes Dark and Psychic. What? Nah, there's no Dark and Psychic type Pokemon. I might have forgot about a Psychic Fight. Is there a Dark and Psychic type? I gotta look this up. There has to be one. There has to be one. I'm looking it up live during the video. I can't think of one. I cannot think. Oh my, Malamar. Okay, look. All right, bro. Forgot about Malamar. Totally forgot, because why would I remember Malamar? Who cares about Malamar? Okay. Girafarig needs some love. It's a unique Pokemon. He's the only psychic normal type, I believe. But he's really forgotten. Alright. Hopefully him becoming dark and psychic does something good for him. Hopefully he gets some like good moves or something. I would love to use Girafarig in competitive play. Or just in general. And then it says and more at the bottom. Not sure if he knew about more, why he didn't just tell us, but whatever. Now the next section talks about Gigantamax forms. Okay. Gigantamax forms are pretty much Mega Evolutions. They're pretty much identical to Mega Evolutions, if I'm being honest. Except they won't last for the entire battle. So, let's go ahead and go through what he says. We'll be getting Gigantamax forms. All Kanto starters, their final evolutions. That's a given because that's the sound of people sucking Kanto dick right now. That's what that is. It wasn't me either. Pikachu, Lapras, Gengar. We actually saw that in another leak. The other leak, which is extremely credible, by the way, which is pretty much not even a leak anymore. It's just, okay, no, it's a leak. It's a leak. It's pretty much just the facts of life, is what I'm saying. So yeah, that leak said something about Pikachu and Lapras getting Gigantamax forms. So this leak says it too. Not sure if that makes it double credible, but it's on this leak as well. All Sinnoh starters. So is that the reason that, but is that a good enough reason to take the other starters out of the game? Wait, what? Wait. All Kanto starters, their final evolutions. All Sinnoh starters, their first forms. What the fuck does that mean? So you're telling me Chimchar is the one with the Gigantamax form, but Infernape isn't? It doesn't make any sense. Nobody's pulling up with a damn Chimchar. That makes no sense. That makes no fucking sense. That makes no sense if that's what you're telling me. If you're telling me that Chimchar and Piplup are getting Gigantamax forms, but Infernape and Empoleon aren't, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Because why would I be walking around? I'm gonna pull up to the Elite Four with a fucking Chimchar, bitch? No, that's not. No. That doesn't make any sense. Flygon and Haxorus, okay. Corviknight, we saw Corviknight. Why would you put Corviknight on there when we saw it 2 months ago? What? Why? Why are you doing this? Corviknight, Dreadnought, Alcremie, Polteageist, and Eternatus. Eternatus is one of the legendary Pokemon that we haven't seen yet. We saw the first 3 though. I don't know why you would list things that we've already seen and that you know we've already seen when you posted this in September. Maybe this was written before September, because it feels like some of the stuff on here is just unnecessary to include, like Farfetch'd. We know about Farfetch'd. We saw him way before you posted this. Maybe this was posted somewhere else first. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just considering that might be a possibility because they're telling us stuff we've seen already. And there's no need to do that. Now, the bottom section talks about new Pokemon. Starter final types are Grass, Rock, Fire, and Water Psychic. Now, the super credible, believable, pretty much everything to the T has been factual leak that we saw also says that Scorbunny evolves into a pure Fire type. That's kind of a bummer to me because pure Fire types are never really that good. But hopefully we can actually do something with that Pokemon. Maybe it has some unique abilities or some unique attacks. You know, maybe it'll do something cool that will disregard it being a pure Fire type. Corviknight has 2 pre-evolutions, pure Flying type. One looks like a black Mockingbird, and second looks like a Falcon. Yo, that's cool. Corviknight did seem a little too brawlic to just be out there like that. It does seem like it would evolve from something, so I believe that. Alcremie has 1 pre-evolution, pure Fairy type, looks similar to Swirlix. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Alcremie is a dumbass Pokemon. Why are you a fucking cake Pokemon? Like, what? I just don't get it. Anyways, that doesn't matter. Polteageist has 1 pre-evolution and 1 evolution. Really? It's the middle? It's the middle Pokemon? What? What? First is Tika, and second looks like a porcelain elephant. What the fuck? Alright, man. Zacian is steel fighting, Zamazenta is steel fire. What? Yo! Okay, let me tell y'all about steel fire and steel fighting. 2 of the best type combinations in the game. Free. Let me tell you about Lucario. Let me tell you about Heatran. Those Pokemon are disgustingly good. Well, Lucario not so much now that you can't use his Mega. But Heatran has always been good. Because it resists so many different typings. Okay. Now, obviously, people are going to say Earthquake. It doesn't matter. Alright. You just switch out when you see a Pokemon with a ground move. It's that simple. What I'm saying is that if those are the typings of these legendary Pokemon, I'm about that. Finally we get some good legendaries. That we can, well, I won't say finally we get some good legendaries. Let me rephrase that. I don't know how to rephrase it. Fuck it. And then the last line says Eternatus is pure dark. That's the third legendary of the 3. I'd hope Eternatus was pure dark. That sounds like a pure dark ass Pokemon, if you ask me. But let me know what you guys think about all this. I kind of hope all of this is true. I really do, actually, because this is good information. This is nice. This is really nice. And like I said, the only reason this thing is credible in the first place is because it actually predicted Ponyta, and we saw that yesterday. So don't take it too seriously. Never take these too seriously. Believe what you will, but just keep in mind that none of this is guaranteed to be true. Okay. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. I'll be in the comment section talking to y'all. Buy a shirt, please, for the love of God, or the cipher is not dropping. I'm telling you right now. This cipher costs so much money because the video is going to be so much better than the other one. And if you don't buy no damn shirts, I have no money to pay this man with. Straight up. Goodbye.